football field, Christ the King senior quarterback Terrel takes the hits and keeps on coming.
Going for the pylon, touchdown, Christ the King.
In life, it's not as easy.
She just said, yeah, I have cancer.
You don't want to believe it. And then you just think about Terrel.
Terrel's mother, Katrina Hunt, had been diagnosed with ovarian cancer, the fifth leading cause of cancer death among women in the U.S.
I just broke down crying and just left. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I didn't even talk to her. So it was really hard. It's not something you usually hear at the age of 16.
Her thought was, I just want to see him graduate. And that was her prayer.
Unfortunately, that didn't happen. On January 31st, 2010, Katrina lost her 9-month battle with cancer, still a year and a half shy of Terrel's graduation.
You don't know how to respond. A kid that lost his whole world in a span of a couple of days is devastating.
My way of getting through it is football and basketball.
Fast forward then to one of the biggest basketball games of the year, Christ the King versus Bishop Loughlin for the Catholic Championship. Triple overtime, just a month and a half removed from Katrina's death.
How much were you thinking about your mother at that point?
Actually, every overtime I was thinking, all right, somebody's going to make a shot, we're going to win, she got us. Then that wasn't the time. I was like, all right, maybe this time, Mom, maybe you just wanted to get a little comfortable game. Didn't happen that time. And the third time, I was like, all right, Mom, you got to win this one, come on.
Turns out Katrina was just waiting for her son to get in on the action.
By the time he had to step into the game, it was almost immediately that my mother and I looked at each other and said, Katrina did that.
If you could root for anybody in this game, it's this young man. His mom passed away the week of Super Bowl.
It was tough because I didn't play the whole game, so when I got in, I was like, I gotta do something.
There's a long alley pass to Hunt, and it's an intentional foul.
I just looked up, and then I was like, all right, I got this.
Terrel's last-minute free throw put the Royals up by 3, their eventual margin of victory.
We knew she was sitting right on the top of that basketball hoop, and that ball was going to go in. And when it did, we knew, he knew, Mom was there.
It was like a special, special moment. It was the icing on the cake for the season.
It was all like, yo, it's for your mom, it's for your mom. And we was all crying. It was like, it's for your mom.
It just goes to show you how tough he really is, to play through his mom's death. I remember myself at 16, 17 years old. I don't know if I would have been able to handle it.
He knew he had to keep going on, that her death couldn't be in vain. And he knew what her goals in life was for him. And that just made him more determined to be as successful as he could.
And while success on the basketball court is nice, it's Terrel's skill on the football field that's taking him where Katrina wanted him to go.
The first letter of Syracuse spelled my name wrong. When my mom was like, don't worry, they still want you.
I think it was actually the first school we went to visit, and she was there. And I remember it being cold out that day. And she just kept saying how she loved it.
I knew she wanted me to go there. Before she passed, she told me, she was like, when we went up there, she was like, I really like this place. I'd love you to go ahead.
And he will. On June 30th, 2010, Terrel made his commitment to the Orange.
That next morning, I think we were at Syracuse, and he was on the field. And just out of nowhere was this beautiful rainbow. And I was trying to get his attention to let him know, but he had already saw it. So by the time he looked at me and we looked at each other, I said, Mom's happy.